Users of the popular caller identification and spam blocking app, Truecaller, have been officially warned amid a growing wave of complaints and a regulatory investigation. The South African Information Regulator is now probing allegations that Truecaller may be misusing personal data and potentially violating the country's Protection of Personal Information Act, POPIA. Recent reports indicate that both individuals and companies have lodged complaints against Truecaller. Central to these complaints is the app's handling of personal information, particularly the way it aggregates, shares, and displays users' data without explicit consent. Accusations suggest that this may breach POPIA, which mandates strong protections around the collection, processing, and consent of personal information. The Information Regulator of South Africa has confirmed the initiation of an investigation into these allegations. Previously, Business Tech saw statements indicating that no formal complaints had yet been received by the regulator. However, these earlier assurances appear to have shifted, suggesting that new developments prompted the current inquiry. Truecaller operates by collecting and using phone book data from users' devices to enable features like name matching for unknown callers. This often involves collecting data from non-users too, possibly without their knowledge or consent. Under South Africa's POPIA legislation, personal data collection and sharing must be explicitly consented to by the data subject, handled lawfully and transparently. The potential contravention of these regulations is what has raised red flags for both individuals and organizations. The investigation comes at a time when South Africa continues grappling with high levels of spam calls, which drives many to rely on apps like Truecaller. Yet, businesses, especially telemarketers, have expressed concern that the app may be harming legitimate operations by indiscriminately flagging numbers. Stay informed, watch for updates from the Information Regulator regarding the investigation's findings. Review app permissions, consider what data you share with Truecaller and whether it aligns with your privacy comfort level. Alternative options, explore other services with clearer consent mechanisms or built-in caller ID features provided by telecom operators. Organizational caution, if you're a business owner or marketer, be aware that being flagged by apps like Truecaller may negatively impact customer reach, even if your operations are legitimate. The Information Regulator's probe will explore whether Truecaller's data collection and processing practices infringe on POPIA's requirements. Depending on the outcome, this could lead to significant enforcement actions, including fines or mandated changes in the app's operations. Users and businesses should proactively monitor the situation to anticipate any required shifts in how they manage caller identification and privacy. In conclusion, the investigation into Truecaller marks a pivotal moment for data privacy in South Africa. As users lean on such apps to navigate a flood of spam calls, the balance between convenience and privacy has come sharply into focus. The outcomes of this regulatory scrutiny could redefine how personal information is handled in digital communication tools.